Ridm, right here in the studio. What's up, my man?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm very good.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
I would say 11.5.
11. Okay, you have one of those deep radio-ish voices. Have you ever considered like changing professions?
And I could do
You could do both, yeah. All right, I see your dress for the weather. That's nice. It's like you got the memo. All right, so the song has been playing for a while now, and I'm sure a lot of people are curious about the name, especially Mezebu. Now I have like an image in my head of what that means, seeing as I grew up in Port Harcourt. But can you break it down for us, since it is your song? What does Mezebu mean?
Yeah, I feel like I know that Mezebu has to do with, not messing up, just, try as much as possible, Mezebu itself isn't messing up, so the song, me saying no Mezebu, is please don't mess up, try as much as possible to be intact, keep your head in the game.
Add some politeness to that, please don't mess up, that works. Alright, so how long have you been in the game then?
I think I'm certain I started music professionally, in 2015.
You're certain? So that means before then you were 1 foot in, 1 foot out?
Yeah, before then I was just like, in church and all of that. I was in charge of the choir, teenage level. And I always made sure that we never did any music that wasn't our originals. Okay. So I always knew I was going to get into music. But when I got into school, I decided to try dabbling, drop a song each year and see my growth from there.
Okay. When you say school, are you done with school? You're still there right now?
No, I'm done. I was done like 2020.
Oh, congratulations. Right before the pandemic, aren't you blessed?
It was after the pandemic.
I thought pandemic was. Oh, right. Huh.
Yeah.
We lost it.
Okay, yeah. It was 2021. It was 2021. But I'm like the class of 2020.
Okay. Those things are hard to calculate sometimes. Yeah. When you're supposed to go and when you actually go, usually 2 different dates. Okay, so what did you study?
Surveying and geomatics.
Oh wow, that sounds fancy. Are you gonna still do like practice that and do your music, or you decide that okay, that one is there, but I want to focus on?
No, I'm definitely gonna practice that because I always love multiple streams of income, and at the same time, I love doing. No, I'm actually Yoruba.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
really?
but my mom is Calabari.
Okay.
Bad combination.
Interesting. I think I've never heard of Yoruba Calabari.
Yeah, it's a one kind combination. Yeah, I've always believed in stuff that I could do that and I would be my own boss. I've never wanted to work for anyone. I prefer to work for people.
Because here I am working for somebody else.
Now you're working for yourself now. You're building your brand, Alan on the beat, So yeah, you're building yourself. So yeah.
Okay. How would you describe your sound? What kind of music do you think you do?
I think Burna Boy would call it Afro fusion.
Yeah.
That's what we would call it because I try as much as possible to add Afro to anything. On my EP, I did there was Afro soul, there's Afro, on my discography, there's Afro hip hop, there's Afro everything, so Afro fusion would be a good name to call it.
Okay, all right. So you've been about my maths is rusty, but 7 years in the game, so to speak, from 2015 to now. I got to my ass, you see. I failed maths in school, so forgive me for that. And would you say that the reception has been good? Have people been treating you right? Is Port Harcourt a tough crowd to please?
It's the funny thing is my manager and I were having that conversation on our way here, and we were like, Port Harcourt isn't really the most. It's not like I wouldn't call myself an underrated artist. They know the stuff I'm made of. They don't know all of it, but they know that, all right, this boy got talent and y'all should beware. But I would say I'm an underappreciated artist at the moment, because they love what they hear. They give me good numbers. My numbers are fine and the numbers don't lie. But, when it comes to certain stuff, that respect is not there. Yet, but my time will come.
You're working on it, yeah? But I would be honest though, the Port Harcourt crowd is kind of tough. It's hard to get in there, but one thing I love about Port Harcourt people, when they love you, they love you.
Yeah.
Right? It's a love that is hard to explain, but eventually when you get that love. But I like the fact that you're getting there. I have people asking me when they send me messages when the song plays, who sang that Mezebu? Okay, because they usually hold on to particular key things, and that name is a catchy name, so it's something that people hold on to. That's cool. All right, so the year is coming to an end. It is Christmas season, even though some of us don't feel it. It feels like every other month, but Christmas is coming up. That means next year, new projects, new adventures. What is to expect from Ridm in 2023?
New music, keep building the brand, keep improving the sound, and just bring my face out there. While I was doing music all those years in school, I was trying as much as possible to make music, and I wanted the music. I think I wasn't at my smartest state then. I wanted the music to be popular, and I didn't want my face out there that much.
It's understandable. A lot of people would rather be rich than rich and famous.
Yeah.
The famous part is the tricky part.
Yeah, I think I didn't want my face out there so much. I just wanted my music, people to like bump to my music. And I always used to bump in kind of situations where I would be passing and someone would be listening to my song, they're like, they don't know that I'm the artist. I think it was sometime when I just did like a sketchy thing. I just did.
The first person to pick Jay-Z. Why Jay-Z?
I just believe in authenticity, and I believe in sounds that has meaning and could stay forever. It's funny, but I try my best to make sure that every sound I put out, it could be a little bit commercial, but I make sure that there's a little part of my soul in it. So whenever you listen to it, one way or the other, you get the fact that, all right, there's something there, and that's something I got to pick up from Jay-Z. He always leaves a part of him in his music, and I don't even care if the song gets to be number one. I just want it to be number one in people's hearts.
Ooh,
so yeah.
Real spit. All right, I can dig that. What about Nigeria? Let's bring it home. Who would you like to work with who is currently Nigerian based?
Who would I like to work with in Nigeria?
Yeah.
I don't think he stays in Nigeria, but I would really love to work with Nonso Amadi or Gabzi.
Okay.
Yeah, I really love to work with the both of them. The thing for me is, I could also say Burna Boy, but the thing for me is I haven't really been about the name or whatever. I just really want to touch people with music. The kind of people I've always listened to as a kid. I listened to Rex Lawson a lot. It's not the kind of person that my peers listen to.
I was about to point that out. But
yeah.
So do you think that has to do with your classical training, music training background?
Yeah. I grew up with my mom. My mom is Calabari, and it's not like she used to play those records a lot, but I just always had something for it. Like Michael Jackson. If people ask me what's your best song of Michael Jackson, I listen to Ben. It's just always those kind of songs that they just leave something in you, and you just get nostalgic, no matter how new or old the music is. So that's kind of artist.
Yeah, man, that was a deep song. Not one of his most popular ones, though.
Yeah,
that's an interesting choice. All right, so we'll be listening to Ridm. That is spelled R-I-D-M, just in case you didn't get it right before. And his song, Mezebu, has been on the charts for a while now. It's a current #2 song on our PH Top 5. Before I let him bounce, since you already pretty much have your foot in the door right now. It's a difficult door to get your foot in, but there's a lot of other artists out there who are thinking to themselves, do I want to continue with this, or should I stay back and focus on something else? What advice would you give them out there who are trying to get to where you are right now, even though you are trying to get to a higher level, or you have gotten to a level?
Yeah.
So those who are trying to get to your level right now, what would you tell them?
Pick your audience. That's what I'd say. I'd say pick your audience, because I think last year I just dropped a single. I dropped a single last year, and one thing I used to do then, I always try to just drop just one song. Yeah. Because music production, I make sure that my production is top notch. So I just dropped one song. Yeah. And last year I dropped a song called Solo. It's on this EP, Ridm EP, where the Mezebu is on, and people hit me up, and a lot of people told me that they listened to that song in their darkest times. The song is, on the chorus I was like, I ain't going if you ain't going, go. Like, you're never gonna be alone, and I'm not going there if you're not going. It's like Naomi, I'm not going if you're not going. I'm gonna always be there with you. So pick your crowd, and I pick the people that are faint-hearted. I pick the people that want to have a shoulder to cry on. You may not have a shoulder to cry on, but you have a song to listen to whenever you want to cry or feel like everything is gonna get better. So yeah.
All right. So for your new fans out there who would like to get in touch with you, how can they find you social media wise? How can they get your work?
Just follow me on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. TikTok is RIDM4, the digit 4, then U. It's just Ridm for you, RIDM4, and the letter U, because the music is for you. So
nice
like that.
All right, thank you very much for turning up. First of many interviews, I can assume. Yeah. All right, would you mind dropping a little bit of the acapella thing? Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be anything serious. It could just be you singing a little bit of your song. Oh, you're shy.
No. Okay. I ain't going if you ain't gon' go. I could never do it solo. You're the treble to my baseline, baby. So do re mi fa sol la ti do. Cause I ain't going if you ain't gon' go. I could never do it solo, girl. Cause you're the treble to my baseline, baby. So do re mi fa sol la ti do.
All right. Thank you very much. A shout out to the ninjas in the studio. I like to say ninjas because they chose to be quiet. One of them is wearing shades too.
Yeah, this is my manager.
All right, you want to introduce it?
Yeah, this is my manager, IK. You know, he's very shy. Nobody's looking at you, but you're shy. Yeah, so yeah.
All right, so we got our number 2 song, PH Top 5. This is Mezebu by Ridm.